Get my way. Get my way. Where'd it go? There we go. Hey, everybody. We are live here on. Should have done a countdown. Like no one's on yet. Did I click the right
But
button?
you wanted to see them lowering the piece of construction equipment into the construction yard.
Is that all it is? Is the construction equipment? It's not like a piece of track or something?
No, they're lowering a tractor in.
Well, that's not exciting. Well,
no, they're lowering the cow. It must be feeding time. Hold on.
It could be a prop.
Hold on. Oh, it's going in, and then we can't see it.
Well done, Tony. This is what makes you Tony. Tony, be good. So, hi everybody. We are here at Islands of Adventure today at the beautiful Universal Studios Orlando Resort, doing a weekly. No, why did I say weekly? Doing another park walk and talk. This time we've got Tony with us. Probably Tony's last one for a while. I'm sad to say.
I think Saturday I'm doing Animal Kingdom also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'll be there. So it's been nice walking and talking with you, Tony. Certainly my last one with you for a while.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Tony. I have opinions that buck the status quo.
Yes. So what are we looking at here at beautiful Island of Adventure right now?
Right now we are looking at the now officially announced VelociCoaster coming next summer to Islands of Adventure. In the Jurassic Park section of the park, even though VelociCoaster will probably be heavily themed to Jurassic World.
It's a beautiful coaster. It's nice that you'll be able to see it from all around the park.
Yes. Yes.
And, I got to put this up. All the way from Amsterdam. Hello, Michael from Amsterdam. That's pretty awesome.
I almost said Guten Tag, but that's not Amsterdam.
What do they speak in Amsterdam? Dutch?
I don't know.
I'm guessing Dutch. I gotta know. Language and all right, so this is the VelociCoaster opening summer next year. Yes, they speak Dutch.
Summer 2021. Yep.
Beautiful.
The apex predator of roller coasters.
You seen any cars running on it yet?
Not today. I was here, I think, last week, and they weren't running, but they had one kind of just hanging out in the corner. I tweeted it on the Laughing Place Twitter. And they had the bars around it, which is called the reach envelope, for anybody who likes their park terms. And so they're basically testing to see if anybody can reach out and touch anything while it goes along the track, because that would be bad if they could.
So it'll be perfectly safe to have your arms flailing about, because they have already tested that.
They've already tested it.
So why did they tell you to keep your arms inside?
Their lawyer told them to.
All right, so as you begin to make your way around the park, I will say that we are live. We are live. Tony is actually at Islands of Adventure right now. So if you have any questions for him about this park, about Universal Studios in general, which is a particular area of expertise for him, if you have any requests, things you'd like to see, if you'd have any commands that you would like him to perform, Tony is here for you. Let him know.
Alt Shift Enter.
Not those kind of commands.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's take a walk. As you may know, Islands of Adventure is built around a lake. What is this lake of a name, Tony?
I don't think it does, actually. I think it's just called the Lagoon. So.
Oh, weird. So there is Disney's Hulk coaster over there, right?
Yes.
Because Disney does own that property, even though they don't have the rights to build that coaster.
So
in their own
can I rant for a second? You could put on a nerd alert if you want. Recently, both Spider-Man here, and this by recently I mean like 2012 and 2015-ish, a little after 2015 actually. Both Spider-Man was redone. It's not my opinion. This is fact. And Hulk got redone. And when they modified both of those, they actually had to go through Disney to get them to approve it. And make sure everything was good.
Yeah, that's not a rant. You were right to call that a nerd alert. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's a nerd alert. You're going to have more nerd alert than rant, I think, on this one today.
Are you a big fan of this park?
I love this park. This park is fantastic. Oh.
Would you say it is the greatest theme park?
No, but it's up there.
And here is the world famous Mythos restaurant, right?
Yep, it won best restaurant in a theme park. I don't know how many years. We'll see that banner in a second, though.
Oh, good. I want to see the banner. It's Theme Park Review, I believe.
I'm not 100% on that, but I know it's definitely something. It's that banner's been hanging for years.
Oh, no, not Theme Park Review. That's Rob Albie's site. Maybe Theme... I don't know. Let's find out in a moment.
We'll find out. I don't think it's a website. I think it's a magazine, to be honest. I think it's Amusement Insider.
Then that's new. It used to be a website, I know, because it was whatever. How's the weather today?
The weather, Jeremiah, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. The weather is a nice 74 degrees. It's not humid. This is the day I would come to a park and hang out, if not even for just doing this. Like, it is gorgeous today.
We can keep that for a few more days. That would be nice. We have
It's supposed to be around for the next few, yes.
An actual question. Is Nickelodeon Studios still at Universal? From Jordan Little.
No.
Okay.
Also, hi, Jordan. But no, it's now the Blue Man Group Theater, or the Sharp Aquos Theater, and it's home of the Blue Man Group, but that's also closed right now. Oh, here's a friend from Kung Fu Panda, whose name I forget.
That would be Tigger, I believe.
No, there's only one of him.
That's cool. You come through the bushes and stuff. And then we have another request when we get over there. When we get to Seuss Land, answer questions in rhymes only.
Okay.
Tony can do it. He's got talent.
Which is funny because Alon hates that.
What?
I said Alon hates when I talk in rhyme.
Do we only have people you know watching this stream?
I guess, maybe. Hi, everybody. Hi, friends of Tony and Guy in Amsterdam.
Tony has a lot more friends than I do.
Oh, this is Theme Park Insider.
Okay, yeah, Theme Park, not Theme Park Review, Theme Park Insider.
Awarded World's Best Theme Park Restaurant. It used to have the years, but I think they stopped.
Yeah, clearly, since they're not there.
And when I think of Greek myths and mythology, I think of the soundtrack to Madagascar.
I don't know if I agree that it's the best theme park restaurant, but it is an excellent restaurant. The food is awesome.
Well, I want to know what qualifies it as like does it have to be in a park or an amusement resort?
I think it was in-park restaurants because I think they did it by reader poll and it was in-park restaurant. Mike Mack would like to know if he qualifies as a friend of Tony.
I would consider Mike Mack a friend of Tony.
Look at that cute picture of Mike. Is that him and a puppy? Like, that is so cute. Let's see how you got the job. And do you know Kayla as well?
Yes.
Wow. Hi, all friends of Tony. The number of friends you have watching this stream outnumbers the number of friends I've made in my entire life.
Maybe if you didn't criticize everybody's opinions, Doobie.
Don't judge me. What's wrong with you? I didn't say I was unhappy about it.
If there's one thing I love about Islands of Adventure, it's their impressive facades that mean nothing to when you get inside the attraction.
So is this Poseidon's Fury?
This is Poseidon's Fury, Escape from the Lost City.
Does it still have the circle of water?
I heard that in a Swahili chant. Not water. Sorry. Because you said circle of water, like circle of life. They still have that, but it is not open at this time. It is one of the few attractions that they recently closed until further notice.
Okay, so it did open when the park reopened, but then they closed it most likely because attendance just didn't require it.
Yep.
The temple is sealed.
Temple is sealed. But yes, the water vortex is single-handedly the best part of this attraction.
Right, so which way are we going? Are we going the Seuss direction, or are we going the Potter direction?
We're going to go Potter direction.
We're going to make an entire circle either way.
Yes, absolutely. But we're going to go towards Potter now.
Okay.
Get him out of the way.
Here we come. Do you? What would you say is the greatest themed land in all of theme parks?
The greatest themed land in all of theme parks.
There's really three choices. Diagon
Are we talking about
Hogwarts or Galaxy's Edge?
Well, no. Are we talking about in terms of attractions or just high theming?
High theming. The attractions don't matter at all. High theming.
Mickey's Toontown.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Mickey's Toontown is like that. And then after that, I would say Seuss Landing. And we'll get to Seuss Landing and let me rant about that one in a little bit. Here's King Julian.
Is this also Madagascar?
This is Madagascar, yes.
Do they run this park now?
This section of it, apparently.
Mike
I kid
Mack,
you not. Never mind, I can't talk about that.
Mike
Diagon
Mack
Alley's really good. I like Diagon Alley more than Hogsmeade, to be honest.
Much more intelligent answer, Mike Mack. Mike, can you hustle over to Universal Studios and take over the camera?
We're passing by. The old Sinbad Theater is being used as a rest area where you don't have to wear your mask.
Sinbad, the show in that Sinbad Theater was bad, but it had the best line of a show I've ever heard. Do you know what that line is?
Shh Kebab.
That's
His
the one.
buddy's name. Yep.
That's the one. Mike says it looks like King Julian stole Diego's Jeep.
I think he did. I think that's exactly what happened.
The crowds, how are they looking? They look pretty.
The crowds are well, because this is the elbow. Like this is where everybody comes. The crowds are so light. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
There's no virtual queue.
Wait.
There's no virtual queue on Hagrid. It's standby only.
And how long is that standby?
I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
Are you a
But
fan
this
of that
is where
ride?
you enter it. I love the Hagrid ride. I would say it was the best ride that opened last year.
Wait, no. Last year is when Rise of the Resistance opened.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my.
I was unaware that I stuttered there.
Mr. Attitude. Mike says he'd be there in a half hour. We have some comics to read today. Mike, by the way, for fans of Mike Mack or future fans of Mike Mack, because you haven't seen him yet, he'll be doing Marvel Talk today at 1 p.m. Pacific time in about 4 hours. So make sure you tune in for that. Although I do question his judgment since he says you're doing a great job without him. Wait, stay here for a second. They going to do that again?
I hope so.
Is it Dios de los Muertos in Hogwarts?
What?
This is like a Coco thing.
No, this is candy. The cocoa is probably in the candy shop, but that's chocolate.
Oh, gross. That's really awesome.
I was wondering why you wanted me to stay there for that.
Yeah, nothing like that in Toontown.
No, they just have mailboxes and such.
I like the electric door.
You know it's a lower temperature day in Florida when people are putting their jackets on at 74 degrees.
So we have mid-70 light jacket weather and crowd so low, Hagrid's is standby. This is like a dream day to be at the park.
And it's 65 minutes for the wait, so a little over an hour.
Wow. Oh, that's where it is. I haven't been to the park since this attraction opened. I didn't know exactly where it was.
It's the former site of Dragon Challenge, and if you want to go back further, Dueling Dragons.
Of course, I knew that. I'm an idiot.
Have you seen it at all?
I've seen video of it, yeah.
Okay.
Full walkthrough of the queue and everything.
Can you guess what house I am in Harry Potter World, Doobie?
I know nothing about Harry Potter, so I'm going to guess the one house I know. Slytherin. Sorry.
Slytherin, Mr. Burns' assistant? Yes, him. But yeah, that would be me.
Oh, you are Slytherin? All right, I got
Yes,
it.
absolutely, I'm Slytherin.
Is that an evil house? I don't know anything.
It's not an evil house. There's no witch or wizard who went evil that wasn't from Slytherin.
Okay. So not everyone there is evil, but everyone evil is from there.
Yes.
Mike says that would be 9.5 hours less than what he waited for Hagrid. Mike Mack did have the duty to go there opening day and wait. But But at least he did get to ride it. Let's park here for a bit and watch the cycle go by.
That's what I was gonna do.
Just trying to make myself seem useful. I used to run this whole website by myself. Well, with my wife.
That was back when it was just 2 parks, though, right?
No. Even when it was Florida. We did all of
That's
Disney.
true.
We did it all,
I
man.
remember. I thought it was just Doobie's Disneyland blog.
Oh, that's way back when. When it was Laughing Place, it was also still me and my wife.
Okay.
You need to take your LP history class. Go to LP
I was gonna say I didn't have any kind of like LP traditions or anything like that. So.
I will school you when I meet you.
Okay.
This ride looks fun.
This ride's great. This ride's fantastic. It's easily, maybe Mac will agree with me, the best Harry Potter ride.
From what I hear, that's not actually a high bar.
Forbidden Journey was very, very innovative when it came out.
You know what bothers me about Forbidden Journey? There's no horizon.
There's no horizon line animated into it? Yeah, that's what makes everybody sick.
Yeah, I've never
everything I've said, I like that that's the one thing you remember.
I've never been on Forbidden Journey, Dueling Dragon replacement, this.
Dragon Challenge was exactly like Dueling Dragons, except it didn't race for very long, and then it became alternating.
You know what is good? What I do like, though, is the train. That's the fun ride.
Hogwarts Express?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, Forbidden Journey is great, but Hagrid's is more fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I find it hard to just put a coaster above a highly themed thing like Forbidden Journey.
I would typically agree with that, but there are show scenes to Hagrid's that you don't see like in that spot I was standing in.
Okay. I have watched the video, so I'm aware of that. How do you determine what house you're in?
There's online tests or just your general attitude. If you read the books, you kind of go, oh, that's where I would be.
Oh, so no surprise. So we have Gryffindor,
Slytherin, or as your call is, Smithers, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw.
So which one is Harry?
Gryffindor. Harry, Ron, Hermione are all Gryffindor. The bad kids are Slytherin, blah, blah, blah. Ravenclaw is like where all the smart ones are, and then Hufflepuff's kind of like, I don't want to offend Hufflepuff, so I'm not going to say much more.
The kid in Dawn of Rise of the Apes, is he Slytherin? Or Dawn of Planet of the Apes?
Dawn of the Rise of the Apes. How many movies did you just combine into one?
Whatever the first one was in the new trilogy.
I'm pretty sure it's Malfoy, who is a Slytherin.
Yes, Malfoy. Mike Mack says, can we agree Forbidden Journey is the best queue? I have done the queue for Forbidden Journey.
Of the Potter rides? Yeah. Gringotts' queue is really pretty for most of it also.
I've done that queue too, and it is...
There's the room.
The banker room in Gringotts, just the huge banker room, is one of the most amazing places in the theme park.
Yes. Flight of the Hippogriff, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
Mike says he is a Hufflepuff, and so is The Rock.
So dreadful. I just remember somebody made a fan video, and it was supposed to be like a college recruiting video for Hogwarts. And they're like, I'm a Slytherin. I'm cunning. I'm a Gryffindor. I'm brave and strong. And then it just cuts to the girl who was the Hufflepuff. I'm a Hufflepuff. And that was it.
So I was going to take a test to see what I am, and I don't even understand the first question. So I'm just.
What's the first question?
You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivander's. What material is at its core? Phoenix feather, dragon heartstring, or unicorn hair? And I'm realizing this is not for me. I did not qualify for school.
I got through 5 of the books. There's 7, I believe, and then the offshoot books. And then halfway, as I was reading through the 5th one, a friend of mine goes, "Oh, are you sad? Why?" "Well, because your favorite character died." I go, "What?" And book shut, and I never picked it up again.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers alert. At this point, you've all had 15 years, so.
Former friend. All right.
Now we're heading into the best part of Islands of Adventure, or, well, the former best part. It's kind of a big construction site right now. It will reign supreme again one day.
Theme to the best movie in the history of cinema.
Yes.
And the best franchise in the history of cinema.
Except for that last one.
Including Fallen Kingdom.
I'm sorry. Does that say Fallen Kingdom? In fact, it doesn't even say world.
Oh, look at those numbers fall. Right, so we have entered the Jurassic Park. What's over there to the left? Dino Bites?
Right here, it's the watering hole. Coke stop / bar. With one of the best pieces of signage, in my opinion.
That's cute. So is the theme here?
It's an herbivore and a carnivore.
Enjoying a Coke?
And they're getting along over drinks. It's a message for peace and harmony.
It's a message we could use today.
See, I'll show it again. Look at that. Look at how happy. Like he's even smiling. Sipping his Coke.
Can I ask you a question, Tony?
Yes.
What is the actual theme of this section? Are we supposed to actually be in a real Jurassic Park?
Yes, you are in Jurassic Park. The newest incarnation of it here on the island Isla Aventura, or Isla Aventura, however you want to say it. This is after Nublar, this is after Sorna, this is after the San Diego incident. And there's also the hypothetical Malaysian reserve out there as well, where we ship most of our dinosaurs.
Wow, you really know this place, Tony.
I'm deeply, deeply familiar with this area.
Oh, someone has a Jurassic Park shirt on. That's kind of tasteless, don't you think?
A Jurassic Park shirt on?
Yeah, just making a Jurassic World reference there.
So well, the first park was legit.
By the way, if you wonder who this is on the other end of this stream, there he is.
I'm going to wear my glasses one day and shave, and you'll see that that's so close. So I'm guessing, so I'm going to tell this is a fun little tidbit. See how it says Jeep highlighted? It didn't used to, because Jeep didn't used to pay for anything. So that was just there, and this was technically a Joop, Joop.
That's cool. And it's 23, of course, because the year Disney was founded.
Well, if it's John Hammond quoting Disney years, he would say 24.
Very good. Very well done. Gideon says he came in at a perfect time. That is right. We have reached Jurassic Park.
You're all going to come with me as we browse some shelves.
Let's. And look for the scarecrow.
That's the other park. I want to see a Jurassic Park scarecrow. I'm guessing it would have teeth marks in the middle of it somewhere.
Gross.
I'm sorry. Are you familiar with the film? Bad things happen to people with dinosaurs.
I need to get just a nice basic Jurassic Park shirt. That is one of the enduring logos. It's so perfect.
I actually read an article online about how, in terms of graphic art design, how this logo is single-handedly the best piece of art in a movie because of everything that has been done with it since.
Wow, that's more fascinating than the Horizon line. Barely.
This coming in this store or any Jurassic Park gift shop here in the park always reminds me of the camera pan in the movie before they eat the ice cream, when you see all of the merchandise on the shelves.
Yeah. Very much. Oh, a little dino onesie there. You can use that for your future child.
There might already be one somewhere locked away.
Oh, the onesie, not the child.
Yes, the onesie. Yikes.
Oh, man. Okay. That was not fooling around. So confusing. Mike is upset he never got to see the Jurassic Park Hollywood Horror House and Zone. Did you?
I never saw it in person. I've only seen videos of it, and I too am upset. It used to use the old trike encounter.
Mike was
The whole
thinking the
trail and
same
everything.
thing. That Cody's got a child locked up somewhere.
Sorry. I need to
And
stop
Gideon,
talking to you guys.
where do you keep your child? Even my own son.
I meant that exists so I don't come back looking for it. Oh, and here's the lesser stuff.
In terms of the look of it, it is lesser. Although I do like the grayness of it.
This thing. Oh, it's there still. Gross. Just cover that.
What? What are you not liking there? You don't like Indoraptors?
Oh, the thing that's part raptor that's made from an animal that's also part raptor, so it's mostly raptor. Blah, blah, blah.
The public gets bored with the same old dinosaurs.
You know what? Having worked in a theme park environment for 10 years, as soon as they said that, your first thought is, why would the public get bored with dinosaurs? And then you go, oh, well, yeah, they probably would.
They absolutely would. We went to the moon in 1969. The moon. And by 1972, we were bored with space travel.
It's true. Exactly. Like, it's at first you're like, how are you be bored with a dinosaur after 10 years? Oh, well, yeah, you probably would. I have a tank top from Castaway Cay that looks an awful lot like this. It says that's Castaway Cay, and this is like water.
Showing off those guns. Oh, Mike, Mike, I need to talk to you more because I want to hear your rant. He says he can go on a full Jeremiah rant about the Indoraptor in that movie. I love Jurassic World, and I want to hear this rant. We need to figure out a way to get that stream going.
I hope that it would be on the side that me and Jeremiah would probably take.
And Gideon does not like that shirt there because this is the Jurassic Park area.
For now. I mean, what? So I don't know anything.
What's down there?
This is the Discovery Center.
Is it open?
But now it's being used. No, but now it's being used as an annual pass dining area. So if you have an annual pass, this area is exclusive to you to sit and eat. Underneath me directly is the Central Nursery. Over there is
what happens at the Central? What happens at the Central Nursery?
In theory, eggs hatch and raptors come on the loose, but I don't know what's going on now with no doctors to attend to that. So they're just hatching, and it's probably full of velociraptor hatchlings just running around. And they're feeding probably on the annual pass holders.
Well, addition by subtraction. As a former annual pass holder. I can say that.
As a current one, I agree with that.
IHE, what is this IHE he speaks of?
Well, he's referring to an imminent hatching event, and I can assure you guys, you do not want to miss one of those. But tragically, you're gonna, because it's only AP dining area right now.
So you take a dino that is part raptor and make it more raptor, and that somehow makes it more dangerous.
Than an actual raptor that's full raptor, but whatever.
You guys think a lot about dumb movies.
Well, hey, that's the first time I heard you acknowledge that movie for what it was.
No, that was an adjective about the genre, not a description of this one in particular.
No, I'm sticking with my theory.
Jordan wants to know if they have Iguanodon merchandise.
No, that's at the other dinosaur-themed area in a different park. These are definitely not that dino.
Sparkles, yes, I got your email. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
I'm fogging up here, so I'm taking my sunglasses off.
So this is just like a Games of the Boardwalk that they try to theme the dinosaurs?
Yes. They used to be in the Lost Continent area, and then they moved them over here.
Can we pan to the left a little bit?
Yep, so going that way now.
Okay, sorry. Speak.
This is all part of the new VelociCoaster. I almost said VelociRaptor because that's what I'm looking at here. This is a show building and probably going to be the queue for it, and it's designed to look like the Raptor pen. I think in World more than Park. But this is where it all be. This is the former site. I'll have to bring it up. Sorry, of Triceratops Encounter and Discovery Trail. This used to be jungle and woods, and now it's this.
Where are Sarah and Topper now? Are they doing okay?
Last I heard, they went out to the herbivore plains just beyond Hadrosaur Cove on the River Adventure. So if you go on the River Adventure, and after you go through Hadrosaur Cove, you'll go into the herbivore plains to see those little trikes.
You carry this all the way.
Pending something doesn't happen, those the hadrosaurs and the Parasaurolophus on the river tend to get a little feisty and can knock that boat off course. So just be careful on the river adventure.
I
I really wanted to hear a guy yell, "Godfrey, open the gate!" But it's not gonna happen.
I know you're the graphic artist guy, the genius art boy, but I really like the grayness of Jurassic World, the way just everything is gray. What do you think?
I like the blue mixed with the white and gray, but it's definitely got a more modern, sleeker feel. But I'm a purist and I love the Jurassic Park stuff.
What was that over there? Raptor what?
This is Raptor Encounter. This is where you meet the big girls, the big raptors. And every now and then a baby.
Is that visible from the trail, or do you actually have to go in there?
I actually have to go in here.
Okay.
I might be able to. Hold on. Let me poke around. Let's investigate. Thank you.
Going on an adventure.
You can see it through the bushes, kind of.
Well, let's keep going. Let's get closer.
Okay. Well, at a certain point, I'm going to be in a line.
Let's see how big that line is.
It's right here.
Can you see the raptor? No? Okay, let's get out of there.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, tell that guy his shirt's in the wrong part.
What was his shirt? I missed it.
Superman.
Oh. Well, yes, that is. That's not even like another Orlando park.
If you've not seen video of the Raptor Encounter, it's quite hilarious. I advise people to go on YouTube and check those out. Right? Is that the one where you get your photo with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we have some with Mike C with them?
Mike C has in California where you just meet them. They like come around and talk to you.
That's kind of what it is here, but it's just and you go to them. They don't come to you.
They're in a cage, right?
Ish.
So
Yes.
they give lots of surprises. Whereas the one Mike has, there's no surprises. I feel like we are watching the beginning of Jurassic Park right now. And
That's what I was. I'm imagining somebody. I said this, and they're gonna go, "Godfrey, open the gate, raise the gate."
Just yell out really loud, "Shoot her!"
I don't really want to do that in the theme park crowd.
No, don't do that. I take it back. Don't do that.
That might be worse than me saying what sounds like I have a kid locked up somewhere.
Yeah.
So
no, Godfrey open the gate makes a lot more sense.
Hello.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Perfect.
I have that jacket. I mean, what? No, I don't. Actually, I have that whole outfit.
My son learning from Nick, making fun of the things I say. So was that the entrance to Jurassic Park, the boat ride?
Yes. Or as it's called, the Jurassic Park River Adventure.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. Gideon, we are going to ride that soon. I can't wait.
With me.
With you, even more special.
I have to do it. I'm sorry. I was going to save it for later. What do they got in there? King Kong? Anyway. Sorry.
Clever girl. Let's see that shirt.
Oh,
Clever girl. That's cool. Okay, back to the fun. Go.
Claire, Blue, Nedry. Does Nedry? Oh, Nedry's got his Barbasol.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, I might have to get this one later.
Do they have this guy, Jake?
If they did, I would have all that merchandise because I would use it in my lawsuit on how that character is based on me.
You start cha-chinging. Oh, that's nice. Too bad you never need a sweatshirt in Florida. What?
Wish I'm joking. I said I wish I was joking. I worked for NBC Comcast at the time, and that's an NBC Comcast movie. If he came to do any kind of research while I was working, it was right there. Anyway. That's new. I haven't seen this one yet.
Do you really think that is perhaps based on your life? Based on you?
Let's ask my friends who are watching that.
There was a show, if Rebecca's listening, she'll remember. There was a show where when we used to hang out at Disneyland Corner every weekend, and then there would always be references to stuff we did. And if we had to bet, we would bet some writer was overhearing us and working it in. So I don't put it past him.
What show?
I can't remember, and my wife would remember, but I don't think she's watching. It was a long time ago, like 20 years ago. Max said he got Nedry at Universal's garage sale. And Tammy from Down Under, it's been a while. Nice to see you. Hope you, not too early for you to get up here. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a while.
What is this? That's me.
Scariest thing so far.
Equally as prehistoric. Oh, this one might have to go to the future child.
I have to put that in with the hidden child.
I was like, how can I phrase this better?
So Meredith says, and I believe this is one of your friends, Jake is Tony, Tony is Jake.
That's true.
That's awesome.
It started with Jurassic World. Like, we were in the theater, and one of my best friends just like sat there looking at the screen, and then he'd look at me and look back at the screen. You didn't tell me you were in this. Especially when he comments on the why don't you just call it a Pepsi-saurus and stuff like that.
Gideon thinks that your child is one of the raptors that hatched at an IHE.
I can neither confirm nor deny that any raptors went home with me. Oh, I forget. I always forget. Sorry, everybody. I came back here because I wanted to explore Camp Jurassic, but most of it's closed off except for Pteranodon Flyers, which I've never seen it have a 10-minute wait at this time of day.
It has that now?
What's
Have
that?
you been on that? Have you been on Pteranodon Flyers?
I've been on Pteranodon Flyers more times than I can count.
You're too big for it.
Well, no, remember you said it yourself. I'm only like 4'2".
Tammy, no, you have not missed live. It's just been a while since we've done one. It's our fault that we haven't seen you in a while. So I think the biggest difference between Universal and Disney is evidenced by one of the interactive things they used to have in the Jurassic Park Exploratorium called You Bet Jurassic. That would not happen at Disney. And there was vomit involved.
Why would it not happen at Disney?
Because Disney would not make such a pun.
Oh, well, in terms of puns, yes. Disney had a whole park dedicated to puns once upon a time.
Yeah, it was a better time. But not that particular. Well, no, they did have one back then that was pretty bad, too. So
Maliburrito?
No, that's not the one I'm thinking of, but we're not going to say the one I'm thinking of because they properly removed it.
Point Mugu tattoo?
I'll leave it there. Where did you send this, Tammy? I want to see this. Tammy says she sent a picture of her son wearing a Jurassic Park T-shirt and T-Rex shoes. I want to show said picture, but I
We're
don't know where she sent
standing
it.
outside the geothermal power facility.
Are we close enough to get some of that cooling water runoff?
No, we are just far enough away so we don't.
Well, let's watch. My son claims this is where he's going to watch Jurassic Park from, but I think we're going to get it to him. Get him on it.
Gideon won't actually ride it?
We'll see. We'll see.
It's just a calming river cruise, pending those hadrosaurs don't get in the way.
Gideon is not huge on thrill rides, so we shall see.
One more, and then we'll keep walking. A lot of clicking around. You still trying to find Tammy's picture?
I got it. You can hear my clicks, so that's terrible.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the next boat to come. Or ship, excuse me, ship.
No, these are boats.
Oh, will you make up your mind?
Well, technically, they're rafts. A ship carries boats.
So you take the lifeboats off the Disney Cruise Line and it becomes a boat?
You take the lifeboats off a Disney Cruise Line, you don't have a cruise line.
All right, so this is Tammy. This is her Australian child. No, just kidding. Tammy's really in Arizona, but we have fun. That's cool. Jurassic World, not Park. Good choice. Good choice. Very adorable. Gideon would like to know, if you get knocked off course, where would the normal ride end?
Well, let's see. You go through Hadrosaur Cove into the Herbivore Plains, and then into the Predator compound, and then probably safely back to the station after circling the geothermal power plant.
Kayla says she would never do that one either, Gideon. Don't listen to her. It's a fun ride. I've done it. The drop is like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's barely there. It's not like a Splash Mountain drop, which is pretty intense. Wait, would you say the Splash Mountain drop is more intense than the Jurassic Park drop?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not trying to talk my kid into something. I'm asking you for real. So I guess.
Oh no! Jurassic Park still takes my breath away.
Oh, you're not helping.
Splash Mountain, I just kind of go wee.
Okay.
What do they got in there, King Kong?
Why do you keep saying that?
It's a line from Jurassic Park. So the very fact that I'm in Jurassic Park and there's a King Kong thing, I have to say it all the time.
Is King Kong, that is the confrontation? Oh, what's it called here?
Skull Island, Reign of Kong.
Oh, sorry. Confrontation is Wales. That's actually in Jurassic Park land?
Yep.
Why?
That is an excellent question.
It's bizarre.
Because there used to be another archway here, and then that got taken out, and then Skull Island got put in.
Ooh, turn the camera. She's taking her clothes off.
I'm moving.
Jurassic Park is huge. That took a long time to go through there.
Well, I also went through the shops.
So we're now entering Toon Landing?
Toon Lagoon.
I was not even close. And I even had the Toon L to give me a hint. A terrible place to be headed.
Home of friendly Canadians.
Yeah, eh?
And the water's turned off. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's turned off everywhere, I believe, since in these new times.
Yeah, you can't even... normally that's where you could shoot the people on the ride with water.
Oh, that's turned off?
It's all covered up.
Is the ride running?
Yeah, the ride's running.
No, I wonder
This
why
is
that's-
actually... This is another drop that's more thrilling than Splash Mountain. However, in terms of Florida parks, this one gets you substantially more wet than Splash Mountain does.
This drop is intense. It is fun, though. This is
It's
a very
so
fun
fun.
ride.
because you go down and then below the sea level and then back up again and then boom.
And apparently the people didn't make it on that one.
I mean, there's a ripsaw up there.
Mike Mack says 2 best water rides anywhere. I assume he means the left and right tracks here.
No, we're coming up on the other major water ride of this park. Popeye and Bluto's Build Rat Barges.
Do you think he means that, or is he including Jurassic Park in there?
That's a question for Mac. He's still watching, isn't he?
I presume he just typed that. Bluto's Bilge Barge gets you so wet that you might as well just go stand under a bucket of water for 10 minutes.
I have a joke that I have beaten to death for 14 years, and my friends are sick of hearing it, but they're going to hear it again. You might as well have the guy out the exit platform just with a hose spraying you down, like a little carny. Thank you for riding. Like, that's what the ride is. Just here.
It is so wet. Dudley, no. Mike says Dudley and Popeye are the 2 best water rides.
Okay.
Really? Better than Jurassic Park? I mean, in terms of just getting wet, sure, but Jurassic Park's better than Pirates, I understand, but Jurassic Park?
What's the matter, you? A Bullwinkle reference with trolls.
I thought it was a reference
And
to
The
that
Secret
song.
Life of Pets.
Shut up at your face. What's the matter, you? Hey, what's the matter, you? Hey, shut up at your face. You remember that song?
Not based on that.
You're a little young.
Mama do.
Is Bluto's running as well?
I believe so. We're going to head that way.
Mike Mack throwing down the smack. If you count a ride where you can come off completely dry as a water ride, then sure, Jurassic Park is better. Do you not get soaked on Jurassic Park?
Depends where you are and what boat you're in.
Different boats have different personalities?
Yes, we'll put it like that. If you want to get into it, some are more bottom heavy than others. So when you hit that drop, it just picks up more water than all of them.
You are a wealth of Universal Studios knowledge.
Whee.
Can you imagine if you were able to use that knowledge for something useful? So do you know when loading built Bluto, do they just put one party per boat?
I think that's how it is now. So last night, if anybody watched trivia or hosted it, you might remember I mentioned, because you're talking about the quietness of the Discovery Center landing. And I said, well, try Sweet Haven. We are now in Sweet Haven. And now I'm coming back here. And it's also the right exit. But if we keep going further back, you'll see.
Turn right real quick. People need to be aware of those things. I haven't seen them before.
These are people dryers.
Are they still
they
$5?
heat you up really fast. Yes, $5. Exact change.
No credit card?
I didn't see one. Oh, yeah, there. But by the cash part, it says exact change.
Okay. And you literally go in there, it heats up. For the rare times in Florida, you want to get hot and dry you off.
Dry you off is a loose term. It's more like make you damp instead of soap.
What a racket. Literally pour water on you and then make you pay to get dry.
The guy at the end with the little cigarette, hey, spray you down.
One of the disappointments of the current situation is you cannot climb on that boat right now.
I think you can. Oh, no, you can't, no. And that's probably why she's here. I was like, yeah, I think you can, but there's a rope.
Yeah, I was going by the rope.
I didn't see the rope. I only saw the A-frame, and the A-frame didn't say closed. So.
Cody's like, that doesn't apply to me.
Oh, there's nobody in this one. I love that they left it open, though. So if somebody does get in the raft, they will now be putting their stuff into a pool of water. That's fun.
That is an awesome observation. Look at that. Literally just pouring water on you.
Hey, Thanks for waiting in line. Yeah, good. Next. That's what Popeye's Blue is for. It's a highly themed, very fun ride, but that's the end result.
Completely drenched. Tammy says she gets soaked on Splash and Grizzly. You do get wet on both of those, but nothing like Blue does.
Oh, there's people in this one. There's people in this one.
All right.
Watch. This is Tony running, by the way. In a
I want to
safe
see
theme
Tony
park
falling. Tony falling would be great.
That'd be the new intro video.
To every show. You thought you were safe. You thought you were safe.
There's more people in this one. I could do this all day. I'm sorry. Hold on.
And it's not a hot day, so people don't necessarily want to get drenched.
Yeah, today's one of those days where if it's wet, you're going to be way colder than you thought you would be.
Thought it was a good idea to wear jeans today. It's like a cat with catnip, Tony, on this bridge.
Somebody mentioned Grizzly River a minute ago. The geyser area of Grizzly River Run, I've literally spent hours there. Hours just watching.
Are you broken, Tony?
No. Can you hear me?
No, I mean just the fact that you spent hours there. Are you broken?
People find entertainment in different ways at theme parks.
There's the bridge where the the Kilimanjaro Safari vehicles return. They like wait at the bridge and then they go under. You stand over them. I know my son used to like to stand there and watch them come on one side and then the other. We would do that for like a half hour. He was 5 at the time.
Well, I'm a 55-year-old child. So.
Oh, this is a great view of this coaster.
Yes, it is. Almost like I know what I'm doing, Doobie.
Wow, that hurt a little bit. Where's that barrel roll over the water going to be?
It's going to be right here. It's a barrel roll right over the water.
Right. My view isn't quite as good as yours.
Okay. Is it pixelated? Sorry.
No, I can see it now that you pointed out. I'm just trying to defend myself here.
Sorry. Yeah, and supposedly, I don't know if this is the one, but there is a stall out roll. Oh, no, it's going to be that one. I could tell by the track. Right here, so you'll hang upside down for a minute and then come back down. Can you see that?
What is this? I don't know what a stall out roll is.
A stall out roll is you'll come up and go upside down, but if you see the track is flat, hanging upside down, so you'll come up and think of like a corkscrew, but it goes so you'll fall into your harness again and then roll back down.
That's scary. I don't want to do this.
I do.
Tammy says she will never ride that. Worse than Viper. Yeah, this is a ride for big boys. I'm a little boy. For those that missed the beginning of the stream, that is the VelociCoaster in the Jurassic Park area, currently under construction, opening summer 21. Just officially announced earlier this week. There's a really nice animated ride-through of it that Universal's created. You can find on their YouTube page. You also can find it right here. Should I show it? Yeah, let me show it.
Yeah, you can take over and I'll walk over and get out of this area.
We're going to show Universal's animated ride through a VelociCoaster that you just saw the track for. You know what would have made that ride even better? If they mixed in more Raptor with it. So it was some Raptor, but then other Raptor.
I think it would be even better if it had more Lowry controlling it. And then they could have casted me for it.
Mac wants to know if you're going to wait 10 and a half hours with him for it.
Sure.
And then better
Absolutely. Oh, we're going to get in a photo here. I didn't mean to do this.
See if you have any insight here. Gideon says the Discovery Center was in the clip, so they plan on keeping it for now. Do you have any insight on that?
My insight is exactly what he just said, which would be that it's still there. So
Gideon desperately wants the Discovery Center to survive. He wants IAGs to return.
I don't know if I could mention that at one point in time there was almost a dark ride set out for that area, hosted by Mr. DNA.
Mr. DNA?
Yep. It would have been very, from what I was exposed to, it would have been very much like the Figment ride, but hosted by Mr. DNA.
So we are still in Popeye's area?
Yeah, we're coming out of it now. It's a bit of a trail, but I like it.
Tammy from Down Under. Did you see the video where a bird made a nest on the track? I didn't. Did you?
Yes, I did actually. I didn't see a video, but I saw reports of that.
That's pretty funny. Life finds a way. That
it does. Appropriate that birds and eggs are all on the track right by the Discovery Center. Hatchery.
You know what life I really hope finds a way? The one you have locked up somewhere.
Can we stop saying that?
Yeah, we can.
This is like that one clip that the FBI guy tracking me sees. Goes, oh, we got him now.
Tony's afraid of black helicopters. We will stop saying that officially.
I'm not going to tell that story. Yes, we'll leave it. I'm afraid of black helicopters. Or black sedans that creepily drive next to me at 5 miles an hour.
How come whenever I look for open Wi-Fi spots, I always find one that's called FBI surveillance van?
That's... Woof. Mine says UNDACOVA, undercover. And I just go, what is that? I avoid that one. There's
funny.
Always a weird plumbing van parked outside. Like, you don't need to be working on pipes at 2 a.m. Come on, guys.
Oh, Tony has a history.
Which is why you can't be saying, yeah, he's got a kid locked up in there. Huh?
All right,
go get him.
Tony's a wonderful person, one of the nicest guys I've ever known. Gideon thinks if they close the Discovery Center, they should move the nursery to the queue of the Jurassic Park River Adventure and do IHEs in the queue. That'd be cool. A great pre-show. Yeah. That'd be cool. Do you miss doing IHEs?
I do. And that's pretending I don't do them in the shower every morning. This is really stupid. I'm so sorry. This is one of my favorite water features in the park.
That was cool.
I
never noticed that.
I love this thing.
There's a reason when this park opened, it was considered serious competition for a Disney theme park.
Yeah, 100%. I'll still say it is still.
And then they went.
Some areas, i.e. this one, maybe a little less than others, but yes.
And then they went 15 years without changing it.
Yeah. And then they changed it, and then they got what myself and a friend call new money, and now they just go crazy and just throw their bills out. We're going to rebuild that roller coaster. Oh, like refurbish it? No, deconstruct it and build it again.
They still do iVillage Live there in that theater on your right?
Oh my God. Doobie, when was the last time you were here, Doobie? Woof. I haven't heard that mentioned since it was here in, 2007? Was that a thing? But no, the short answer to that question, no, they do not. iVillage Live. Woof.
Wow. Make me feel bad.
You know, we got fiber optic cable now too, huh, Gooby? I got a digital thing on my microwave, huh? Huh? iVillage Live.
That was great, Tony.
The last show I
no.
know, the last show I remember being in here, it was one I got a little too familiar with, Matt Hoffman's Agro Circus, which was a BMX stunt show.
I saw that show there. I remember that one. I never actually
Well,
saw iVillage Live.
that was definitely after iVillage Live.
I never actually saw iVillage Live.
They call it root beer now.
Sarsaparilla, same thing. You know. Wow. I'm sorry, you got me very good with that one.
I honestly, I have not heard that mentioned in a decade. iVillage Live.
Mike Mack says he saw the Impractical Jokers there. What are they?
They are a troupe of comedians from Staten Island who do practical jokes. They kind of do what we're doing now, where they're like, "Go do this, go do that," but it's pranks. So they'll be like, up to this guy, "I'm your adopted son you forgot about." What's he saying? What's he saying? Oh, they're doing that? Okay.
By the way, iVillage now, if you go to iVillage.com, it redirects to Today.com, the Today Show.
Now, earlier you mentioned this park was considered serious competition for Disney. So what did Disney do? They just bought it.
Bought the competition.
They just bought the... Here we are. After that was announced, what, in 2009? Is that what it was?
What, Marvel acquisition?
Yeah. We came through here with little like postcards and the pictures. And I don't know who has them, but one of my friends has them. Of like little basically index cards that say Circle C Disney. So we'd be holding it right here.
Yes, 2009, $4 billion purchase. Widely considered a big success. Yes. They make that per movie now.
Yes. Oh, I missed the curve. You almost saw Tony fall. You almost saw it.
I won. Valerie, I am glad we can bring you here. Never been to IOA, so this is so awesome. Glad you're enjoying it. Tammy from Down Under wants to know if they still have the Blue Men.
I'm assuming the Blue Man Group show, yes.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. No, the Smurfs, actually.
Well, that's a different park, and no.
The Blue Man Group performs in a big stage outside of both parks, right?
It's in between the two. They took over some of the sound stages that used to be the Nickelodeon studios. Rest in peace. And are now the Sharp Aquos Theater.
Max says you can find Adam Kubert's name hidden on the characters. That's a fun Easter egg.
Is that the illustrator?
Yes, he called him the artist, so that would be mine.
Okay. He did. If I didn't know the name, so thank you for that, Mac. But they wouldn't let him sign his work, according to legend. I don't know if this is true. They wouldn't let him sign his work, so he hid his signature in every one of these giant heroes along the walls, and nobody caught on until much later.
Way to go, Adam.
This is, in my opinion, the best coaster in Central Florida.
Do you ride this?
I used to.
I have not ridden this. It terrifies me. But
it's so good.
But I
and there's some people watching who are probably like, if he ever rides it again, we'll kill him ourselves.
Yeah, we had one of those comments earlier. I didn't put it on, but...
Oh, okay. I'm assuming it was regarding me riding VelociCoaster.
Yes, it was.
Yes, okay.
And it was a very firm, no, he won't.
Without going too much into it, so our viewers know, I have a physical condition that won't allow me to ride certain types of roller coasters anymore. Hulk being one of them. VelociCoaster is one I should not ride, but we don't know that yet, do we?
I love standing on the bridge that Hulk goes under. You can really feel the power of the coaster there. It's an awesome feeling.
We'll head there in a second. I'm trying to find... I know there's some that are more easily seen with the signature. Because now that Mac brought that up, I'll point it out.
Is that Doc Ock?
Yes.
Look at me showing off some Marvel knowledge. How about that? Can I co-host with you, Mac? Speaking of which, Mac, you guys have a show later today. Don't forget to send me very explicit instructions of how to schedule it, or I will do something dumb like I've done in the past. Mike says he believes it's Doc Ock's fist.
My guess was right here, but I don't know. Is that right?
Olivia.
I didn't mean to cut the pretzel line. Sorry, everybody. So, you want to put my nerd rant up for a second? Doobie? Do I have Doobie? Where'd he go?
When Doobie disappears, don't forget Doobie's at work and sometimes have to quickly mute, but I'm back.
Sorry. If you look at all the signs, they're very generic names that say arcade, shop, five and dime, pretzels, fruit, diner. Because that's all the background. You are the hero when you're on Marvel Superhero Island. So it's designed to be like the background of a comic book. And then all the glass used actually changes color based on how the sun is hitting it. So different times of day, the land will have different colors, almost.
That is legit theme park.
Yes.
And right at noon, is it true that it makes a hidden Mickey on some of the buildings?
I've never heard that, to be honest.
I'm making that up.
Oh, there's a hero.
The dog?
I like huskies. Yeah, I like huskies. Sorry, everybody.
It's a dog. It's a hero.
It's so a Mike service animal.
Mike also says he knows there's one on Captain America's hand. Who's Nelson and Murdoch?
That's from Daredevil.
I thought it was from Lethal Weapon.
So if anybody wants to get into the whole contract between Universal and what they can and can't have versus what Disney can and can't have in Florida, any reference like that one is a pre-existing character reference. So if Disney wanted to do something with Daredevil at the parks, they can't because of that little sign.
Interesting. So that's why Guardians of the Galaxy was safe. There's nothing Guardians here?
There's nothing Guardians, at least beforehand, and I don't think they'd be able to put anything in. So if they did, it's very subtle and not noticeable.
Well, I see trees all over the place, though.
That's funny. It took me a second. It took me a second, but I got there.
Okay.
4, it's only 108. Let's stand here for a second.
I mean, power. It feels like the Hulk is running under you.
Well, before they redid it, the launch system was a reverse way of how they stopped aircraft carriers. And if they didn't have their own generators behind the building, I mean, what? They don't have their own generators behind the building. It would brown out the city of Orlando every time it launched.
Oh, this is why they can't build it in California.
We're going to have a rolling blackout just because launch needs to take off. Sorry, everybody. You're welcome, PG&E.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for one to go by.
What technology is this used to launch?
I believe now it's went to high-intensity limbs, linear induction motors, which are electromagnets pushing and pulling very fast. Before, it used to be a series of wheels that would just take off.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I'm 98% sure that's what it is now.
Is it intense?
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
it doesn't look like that big of a deal.
So the launch goes, I think, 0 to 45 or 50. And then at the top, literally, you're going to blind everybody. Sorry. DJ Abrams lens flare. You flip over in a 0G roll and then dive down, increasing your speed because you were launched uphill into the Cobra roll, flipping around. I think it goes upside down, inverts 6 times. You come through here and you launch over here, and then at this curve right here, you pull G-forces into another corkscrew before you dive down into another vertical loop further back there.
I think I would survive up until that curve. At that curve, the G's of that, I think, would end it for me. And it was nice knowing you.
I remember one time when I was able to ride this, that curve, my harness went down. It's so intense, my harness locked another position.
Oh!
And I was like, I couldn't breathe the rest of the ride.
Luckily, it's a short ride, so if you can't breathe,
yeah,
it's pretty short.
I mean, I was still screaming and stuff, so I'm guessing I could breathe, but it was definitely restricted.
Oh, man. Coasters can be so intense. It's a wonderful world we live in where people can choose to subject themselves to something so scary.
Yes.
And yet fully safe.
We didn't even talk about Spider-Man. We started talking about Hulk.
Yeah. That's bizarre. We skipped the best attraction in the history of mankind.
The best attraction in this park, for sure.
I would agree.
I would argue that put this park on the map. That's what got all the attention.
For sure. And it's amazing. I mean, it's Spider-Man. It's the amazing Spider-Man. But it is actually amazing.
I still think it's top 5 rides in Orlando, easily.
I mean, it's more screen-based than I love, and I don't care for the theme at all. I'm not a comic person, and it is fully comic book-based, not like the movies. But the effects in there are just truly insane.
Since our full circle will take us back to Lost Continent, I'm going to come down this way a little bit through the port of entry.
Is there a Cinnabon here? I would not mind.
There used to be. I don't know if there still is. I know it's a Starbucks here. There used to be a Cinnabon on the other side.
No,
yeah, it's still there.
Cinnabon right now. Okay.
That sounds good. That might be my lunch.
No, that's not healthy for lunch.
Have you been to a theme park, Doobie?
Not lately. Soon.
Actually, I'll retract that. A lot of theme park restaurants are getting better about being healthier.
Mythos.
I've not eaten there since 2008. I just hang out behind it because it's a nice water spot.
What do they sell in that shop right in front of us?
Souvenirs. It's the largest selection. There's also Ocean Traders, which is just a lot of, like, a random assortment of clothing. And not even, like, logo stuff.
Yeah. No, my wife has a wrap from there. Like one of those kind of things, but different. Probably don't sell it anymore. It was about 20 years ago.
I feel like there's wraps and stuff. 1999.
Oh, wow. That's the same year LP launched.
And then I'm afraid I'll lose signal if I keep going deeper into that.
That's okay.
If you sit in this area for a while, you'll hear all the different residents and travelers of the port of entry talking through the windows and roofs and everything.
Like Center Street. Lovely detail.
Yeah.
This is called the port of entry, you said?
Yes. Don't believe me? See?
Christmas is celebrated there. I have gotten fruit at that very stand several times.
Well, I hope so. It was your last chance.
Why would you come to the park and first thing immediately pay for overpriced fruit instead of bringing some from home?
Just telling you, it's the last chance. This is actually one of my favorite spots. The Croissant Moon Bakery.
Le Quoi sont les croissants? Hi, 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 ha, ha, ha.
We're going to approach Seuss Landing now, which is arguably, sorry Potter fans, this was first, the best themed land in the park. There's so much.
Arguably, in that you lose that argument.
There's so much that went into this. It's all details. It's all detail oriented. That's what I'll give it to. It's oh, there's just so many little things. I wish they made it more public knowledge, but they don't.
So you say.
So let's start here. Put up the Nerdle rant because it's going to be a while.
I don't want to block the lovely land, but I'll put it up for a moment.
Okay. Look at these palm trees. You see these palm trees?
I am Groot.
No, these are palm trees. I am Palm.
Okay. Wait, is Groot a type of tree?
I don't know. That's
Okay.
a Mac question. Mac.
All right, go on. Sorry.
So these palm trees were downed and knocked over in Hurricane Andrew back in the early 90s. And they continue to grow. And because of that, they have all these curvy, wonky shapes. So it's really, really subtle. But most palm trees are straight lines. And here in Seuss Landing, there are no straight lines. So you get these curvy, wonky palm trees.
That is a wonderful detail that I'm glad you pointed out to us. And that one I did think they make public. I do think they make public.
The music. I don't really want to focus on the music because I'm pretty sure it is copywritten in some way.
That's right.
The music, the designers, I almost said Imagineers, the Universal Creative equivalent.
Former Imagineers.
Yes, in most cases, former Imagineers. Can't say much because Scott Trowbridge, who was the project lead for Marvel Superhero Island, went on to do Galaxy's Edge.
Oh,
so
yeah,
who came from where?
That's not a denigration at all.
Okay. The music you can hear, they went through every Seuss book and found drawings of musical instruments and went to antique stores, went to garage sales, yard sales, estate sales, whatever, and bought old instruments and cut them up and rebuilt so they look like the instruments in the Seuss books and recorded all the music for the land using those.
Wait, let me see if I understand this. They made instruments look like the instruments in the Seuss books just so they could record the music. You don't see the instruments.
In the books, every image or drawing of a musical instrument they saw, they took old instruments, actual instruments, and cut them up and hacksawed them, whatever, to as best they could build the instrument in the books, and then used it to record the music,
right.
So it has that kind of sound that it would have.
That is going the extra 2 miles.
Yep. And then if you know the story of Zax, these two guys, one's going in one direction, one's going the other direction, and neither will alter their direction. And then they cross paths. And they refuse to move. And because they refused to move and alter their course, a whole city built up around them. This was the first thing built at Islands of Adventure.
Oh my.
So they took that statue, built them, and built the park around them. You can't see my hand, but I did one of these.
Yeah. So my wife says Tony needs to do a guided tour to the details of Seuss Landing. Not only the details, but the backstory of Seuss Landing and the history and the development. Because these are truly some amazing facts, and I don't compliment you often. So that really needs to be done.
Those are the three big ones for me, and that is why I will say, and this was all styrofoam covered in plaster and concrete, so they could carve it down and build these shapes and figures. which I'm pretty sure is actually how they did Toontown also.
So my son really wants you to visit Sneech Beach.
We would just walk by it.
Okay, and I hope he's happy.
I didn't really look at the Sneeches floating out there, but
okay. You'll be there soon, Giddy, hopefully. Mike Mack says, Groot is a Flora Colossus, a tree-like alien race. There you have it.
I was going to say something else, too. Oh, and it was also Seuss's widow, Peter Geisel, his widow, that helped convince J.K. Rowling that Universal's where you need to go to do your book, to do your theme park stuff, because she was so apprehensive about letting Universal use the Seuss characters, and then they swayed her.
Good move, smart move. I think Universal. Most people would agree. Universal definitely did those books justice. My favorite.
That said, the above tracks, the Seuss Trolley train ride, is the longest I've ever waited for the most I've ever been disappointed.
Is that open?
It looked like it was running a second ago, so I'm going to say yes. Yeah, there it goes.
Does it have a wait?
See.
Can you see if it has a wait right now?
I'll go by it. Hold on. There's some characters: the Lorax, the Grinch, Sam I Am, who, spoiler alert, tried the ham and liked the ham. It is a 10-minute wait.
Oh.
I don't know that they would let me on with this one.
Oh, okay. That's too bad. That is, I love that ride. My son truly loves that ride.
It's a good ride. I just awaited opening weekend for it for 2 to 2.5 hours. And I was just like, oh, okay. That was it. It has since grown on me, but
it's not a 2.5 hour ride. But this was like,
nope.
Isn't this literally the first attraction they opened after the park originally opened?
No, it was the park, and then Stormforce Accelatron and the Flying Unicorn opened, and then it was nothing for a while, and then it became, and then the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley train ride was the first thing after that long expanse of nothing.
Can you see the Sneech Beach from this bridge?
Not from this bridge. We'll go back down to it. Hold on.
Yeah, in case you did not show it. One of our loyal viewers is not happy. They had one thing. They wanted to see the Sneech Beach.
I'm going back. Let's all hold on to our breeches. We're going to go see some Sneeches.
Did you just make that up?
Yep.
It shows. What is that instrument? I don't quite recognize it.
There's no name for it as far as I know. I just know it was homemade.
Nice view of the VelociCoaster from Sneech Beach.
So one time I put together like this Amazing Race-esque kind of thing to do like a scavenger hunt through the parks. And one of the answers to one of the clues was, what book are they reading on Sneech Beach? And it's If I Ran the Zoo. But anyway, here's Sneech Beach.
There's the Sneeches way out there in the water, right? Yeah.
Yep, right here.
Thank you, Tony. You have made a little boy's day.
Well, I'm going to do that later, too, when I let the one that I have locked up out.
I don't get you, Tony.
They're on to me now. Gotta go.
I was done with it. You brought it back.
I know. I couldn't resist. It was this perfect setup. You made a little boy happy. All right, well, here we go.
Wow.
There's one soundbite back here that I wish they would mix up, but they play it all the time. There's no other soundtrack. And it goes, Q. Q is for Quan. Quan is for Quandary. It's right there, but they keep playing the soundbite.
I
Don't know if you heard it.
did hear it. Also
Okay.
hear it in my dreams from my time sitting there waiting for my son to look at Beach Beach.
Oh, okay.
Q, according to Mike, Q. Q is for Quan. So we have made a full circle with this park, and we're heading back to the Lost Universe, Lost Fortress,
The Lost Continent.
Lost Continent.
Which is the most aptly named theme park land right now. Because it's just lost and forgotten. It's in between Seuss Land, it's in between Hogsmeade, and it just keeps getting hacked at. And Poseidon's Fury is closed. Sinbad's closed, so the only thing going on is Mythos right now.
And Madagascar.
And Madagascar for some reason. Yep, there's Gloria right there. I don't know if you can see her in between the trees.
Oh yeah, I see her. You're very good on your Madagascar characters.
I actually really like Madagascar. Any movie that has 3 Twilight Zone references is good to me.
Gloria, Gloria. All right, Tony. I think we have come full circle. We have given a 90-minute tour of IOA. This has been spectacular. We should do this again sometime.
Okay. Anytime.
For our Mike Mac fans and future Mike Mac fans, Q is for Quan. He will be on. He will be on in just 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 2.5 hours with Marvel Talk, talking about the week in Marvel Comics. I will give you more specifics when Tony gives me more specifics. I mean, Mike gives me more specifics.
I was like, what? I don't know about that.
And let's see what else is on the schedule. Give me 1 second. Pull that up. And then we've got our weekly news video debuting today at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And many more things coming throughout the upcoming days and weeks. So just make sure you like our stream, ring the bell if you are on YouTube so you get notified every time we go live. You've made a convert. IOA is definitely on the things to see now. Thank you so much for the tour. Way to go, Tony.
I could talk for days about this park.
You could. You have. You will again. All right. Wave goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for going in.